English has a habit of hiding very big meaning inside small words. Today's word is one of those, even. And more specifically, we're going to untangle the difference between even if, even though, and even when. They look similar, they sound similar, but they have very different jobs. Let's start with one simple idea. The word even always prepares us for something unexpected. It tells the listener, pay attention, this might surprise you. What changes is why it's surprising. Let's begin with even if. Even if is about uncertainty. When you say even if, you're saying, I don't know whether this is true or not, and it doesn't change the result. For example, even if it rains, I'll go for a walk. Will it rain? Maybe, maybe not. But does the rain change the plan? No. Here's another example. I'll support you even if I don't agree with your decision. Do I agree? Unclear, but support stays the same. So here is your rule. If the situation is possible, imagined, or uncertain, and the result stays the same either way, then use even if. Now, let's move on to the one that causes the most confusion. Even though. This one is not about uncertainty at all. Even though is about a true fact and a broken expectation. This is the key idea. When we use even though, we are doing three things. First, we state something that is definitely true. Second, that true fact naturally creates an expectation. And third, we show that the expectation does not happen. Let's look at an example. Even though it was raining, we went for a walk. The even though part is this. It was raining. That is a fact. Not imagined, not possible. It's true. Now, what expectation does that fact create? Well, if it's raining, people usually stay indoors. They don't go out for a walk. The listener is predicting what will happen next. But then the second clause arrives, and that clause breaks the prediction. We went for a walk. That clash is the whole point of even though. Now, notice something important. The order can change, but the meaning stays the same. We went for a walk even though it was raining. Even though it was raining, we went for a walk. The true fact is still inside the even though clause. The surprising action is still in the other clause. Let's try another example. Even though she was exhausted, she kept working. What's the true fact? She was exhausted. So what would we normally expect? That she would stop working. But what actually happened? She kept working. Expectation is broken. And that's even though. So remember this rule. Even though is always true. That truth should logically stop the other action, but it doesn't. Now let's look at even when. This one is about time and repetition. Even when means every time this situation happens, the result is the same. For example, even when it rains, I go for a walk. This is not one rainy day, it's a pattern. So here's another example. She stays calm even when things go wrong. So, things go wrong again and again, her reaction doesn't change. So here's the rule. If you're talking about repeated moments in time, use even when. Now, let's put all three side by side with the same idea. Listen carefully. Even if I feel nervous, I'll speak in public. Feeling nervous is possible, not confirmed. Even though I feel nervous, I'll speak in public. Feeling nervous is true, and speaking still happens. Even when I feel nervous, I speak in public. This is something that happens again and again. So it's the same situation with three different meanings. So let's lock all this in. Even if, uncertain, possible, hypothetical, even though, true fact that clashes with expectation, even when, repeated situations over time. If you're going to use one of these phrases, before you choose, ask yourself the question, is this uncertain? Is it true? Or does it happen repeatedly? Answer that and you should know which phrase to use. Now, if you found this lesson helpful, I encourage you to hang on and just put some of your learning into action by writing one sentence with each structure in the comments. Write a sentence about your life using even if, even when, and even though. And if you'd like to download and print off the guide for this lesson so that you have a quick reference to remember the rules by, then just click on the link in the description to get your copy. For more clear, confidence-building English like this, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next lesson.